Yay. Good. So yes, for everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Dyal, happy to be here. Flew all the way from Germany, 12 and a half hours. Welcome to my presentation. I don't have to repeat the title. You can read yourself, and Narendran just said it. But I might have to explain a little bit about Hatha Yoga and Bharatanāṭyam. Hatha Yoga is a branch of yoga, emphasizing and applying physical force, forceful physical techniques to regulate and direct prana and to awaken Kundalini. Prana is a vital force, animating principle, sustaining life and consciousness. And Kundalini is a cosmogonic force, a transformative energy, often called Shakti, and often depicted as a snake. And Kundalini can ascend. That's the idea. It's a subtle energy that can ascend through the gross body, along the spinal axis, and on its way up, it will grant liberation to the successful practitioner. And Hatha Yoga, its early formations start in the 9th century CE. It flourishes between the 13th and 17th century CE. And Bharatanāṭyam is classical Indian dance. And it develops as a devotional ritual art form. And originally as temple dance, starting in 200 BCE to 1200 CE. And like Hatha Yoga, it flourishes in the 13th to 17th century. So this is a little background. And here we go now. I'm a practitioner of both traditions, and I realized that there are some significant commonalities. And so my thesis statement is both traditions conceptualize the human body not merely as a physical instrument, but as a cosmic ritual and devotional site through which metaphysical principles are realized. So here comes the academic part. I've prepared a table for you for reasons of clarity and comprehensibility, but I will guide you through it, no worries. So Hatha Yoga emerges as, from esoteric yogic and tantric traditions. I just said Bharatanāṭyam developed as a temple dance tradition. The primary aim of Hatha Yoga is individual liberation, moksha. And the Bharatanāṭyam dancer wants to express the divine within the world. While Hatha Yoga is very much inward oriented, Bharatanāṭyam is very much outward oriented. The yogi will withdraw from worldly involvement, and the dancer will actively engage with the world, embodying the divine in the world. Hatha Yoga is practiced in solitude. Shout out to the yogis of Instagram. Bharatanāṭyam is very much performed in public, on a stage. Training and discipline are very similar. It's a long-term commitment, very disciplined practice, and guided by a guru, a teacher. Both traditions. And the measurement of progress, well, you can see if a yogi's asana, his physical posture practice, is progressing. You can see that. And you can also measure a refinement in pranayama. That is definitely possible. But to quantify mental refinement is quite difficult. People can say that they're there, but they're not. In dance, you can see the skills of a dancer. You see if they have mastered the repertoire, the choreographies. You can only feel if they have attained the ability to create rasa. And rasa is this very, very special thing. It's often translated as aesthetic essence. And basically, it's the moment in a performance when something touches your heart and your soul. Both traditions emphasize daily sadhana, daily practice. Hatha Yoga is supposed to be non-performative. Well, Bharatanāṭyam is performative, obviously. There's normally no audience in Hatha Yoga. In Bharatanāṭyam, the audience is absolutely essential because the audience shares the whole experience through empathetic resonance. Hatha Yoga focuses on transcendence and interior states, and Bharatanāṭyam expresses the bhavas, emotional states, to evoke rasa. Both systems view the body as a microcosmic representation of the macrocosm. Both see the body as a vessel for prana. And Hatha Yoga views the body more as a vehicle for inner realization. And Bharatanāṭyam sees it more as a sacred medium expressing the divine in the world. Both work with prana and kundalini. The ultimate goal is the dissolution of ego. In yoga, through detachment, and in dance, through devotional embodiment. Awakening and the ascent of kundalini are absolutely central in Hatha Yoga. And I say kundalini dances her way toward liberation. So the Shiva Samhita, a foundational text of Hatha Yoga, says that the chakras, the energy centers, are part of the yogic body, 7 of them. And kundalini, remember the snake at the base of the spine? She's ascending, piercing them all on her way up, leading to spiritual realization. Therefore, the chakras in Hatha Yoga represent stages in spiritual transformation and function as markers for the ascent of consciousness. In dance, in Bharatanāṭyam, they're also mapped onto the body, but they are revered through costume and ritual jewelry. These precious pieces cover all the 7 chakras and are supposed to stimulate the unobstructed flow of energy here. So see here where the dancer's braid terminates. This is where Muladhara chakra is, the root chakra. Over here, you see a silver belt worn around the hips. This is covering Svadhisthana chakra, the sacral chakra. Here's a golden belt, a big one with a big buckle, over the navel chakra, Manipura chakra. And this is a quite large necklace, usually made of coins and ornaments. This is covering Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. Up here is another necklace, also usually golden necklace, covering Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra. And up here, you see the tilaka, dabbed here onto the forehead with red turmeric to support and purify Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra. And up here, you see Sahasrara chakra, the crown chakra. And this is covered by a decorative headdress, usually made of crystals and diamonds. Okay, there you go. The elements are also mapped onto the dancer's body as well as the yogic body. Another table. Earth and its stability, its quality of stability finds its representation in asana practice, the physical practice of yoga, where it aligns and stabilizes the body. In Bharatanāṭyam, we find it in the Ardha Mandhali and the Adavus. The Ardha Mandhali is the half-sitting stance. I show it.
It's like this. I should go deeper. That's what my teacher would think.
Lower. And it helps the dancer to maintain balance and symmetry. And the Adavus are as rhythmical stamping with the feet on the ground. We find the quality of water, the fluidity in mudra practice, particularly in relation of Bindu and Amrita. Bindu is male semen, and Amrita would translate to immortal nectar. And there are 2 models. We have an earlier model and a later model. The earlier model says Amrita is stored in the moon. It drips down into the sun, the digestive fire, all the time. That's why we age and die. So lots of inversions. That's the solution. To rejuvenate and reverse the process. The later Kundalini model says, okay, yes, Amrita is stored here, but it doesn't drip anywhere. It's just here. And Kundalini on her way up, piercing all these chakras and granthis, the knots of difficulty, will also pierce this area here, release Amrita. It's flooding the whole body, rendering it beautiful and immortal in the process. So that would be that. In dance, we have Lasya movements. These are attributed to Parvati, Shiva's consort, and they're really soft and graceful movements. Very, very nice. Agni, the fire. Oh, goodness. Yes. Tandava. This is Shiva. This is very dynamic, very forceful movements in dance. And they do create heat, I assure you. You get sweaty doing that. And we find representation in yoga with the tapas, the ascetic discipline, the ascetic heat, and bandha practice. The bandhas are locks that are used to direct prana. Vayu, air, and its lightness and refinement we can find in pranayama, where it refines the breath but also regulates the mind. And in dance, that would be the brahmaris, very light, turns and jumps where the dancer becomes light as a feather. And last but not least, akasha, space, expansion, the resonance. We find that in yogic practice, in mantra recitation, or in meditation, of course. When we bring our voice into the world, the vibration into the cosmos, and in meditation, when we expand our consciousness. Dance itself is a spatial articulation, and Bharatanāṭyam in particular is believed to be the recreation of the cosmos. The question remains, asana or karana? So the yogic physical posture or the dance pose? And I would like to quote Dr. Seth Powell. Could not yogis have been influenced by classically trained Indian dancers? Given the long-standing tradition of dance according to the Natya Shastra, if there was a direction of influence between the two, we must assume that it was flowing from dance to yoga and not the other way around. And I brought some pictures for you to show that in scholarly debate, this cross-influence is discussed. We see on the left, is that your left side? Yes. Yes, I think it is, yes. On your left side here, this is the not yogi performing chakrasana, the wheel posture. And on the other side, you see the dancer. Looks exactly the same. It's the same pose. I'm teaching yoga for quite some time, and I have observed my students over the years, and they come to class, they do their thing, and they do shavasana, the corpse pose, relaxation, they do pranayama, they do whatever I tell them to do, right? Most of the time, but they are always in their heads. They don't stop, right? Thinking or, obsessing over things. And so I found that giving more verbal guidance is not so helpful. So I started telling stories. I engaged their minds with storytelling. And somehow I started adding Haṭha mudras, the hand gestures from Bharatanāṭyam, which are used as tools for expressive storytelling. And this is why I'm proposing a synthesis of both traditions here, conceptualized here as Yoganatyam, where movement is combined with storytelling as a powerful mode of spiritual practice and philosophical transmission. I have to say that, of course. No, I really believe in it. And so please get up. We'll do something. Maybe I can figure it out. Okay. 5 minutes. Good.
Yes.
Okay, get up if you like to. Feet on the ground. Tadasana, the mountain pose. Shiva's abode are the mountains, and the mountains connect earth and sky. So do you now in this pose. If you like, close your eyes for a moment. Feel the earth. Feel how it's supporting and sustaining your physical existence. Direct your attention to your crown. Connect to the sky and the heavens above. Acknowledging the support for your spiritual existence that lies here. On the next inhale, you bring your arms up and bring your hands in front of you, in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Because the heart contains the whole cosmos. We hold space here for the earth, sky, and everything in between. And then we'll awaken the earth, stomping with our right foot, then with our left foot, inviting her to witness our practice. We'll bring our hands to the sky, inviting the sky to bless and witness our practice. And bring the hands back in front of our hearts. Now you do a dancer style. You're putting your hands on your hips. Get in a wider stance. Bend your knees. There you are. Very good. Go a little deeper. And here's your right hand. It holds Damaru. It holds the cosmic drum, Shiva's drum, beating the rhythm of creation. Your left hand holds Agni, the fire of destruction. That's good. And now we lift our heels. There's the rhythm. Yes. Bam. Good. And that's the circle of creation, destruction, and recreation. Very good. And then we come back to silence. Bring your feet together somehow, Charlie Chaplin style. And last but not least, we'll try to do Tandava Asana. Because we don't have 4 arms, I had to do the first 2 here. Now we do the other 2. We're not Shiva, right? We don't have 4 arms. So we'll bring out the right hand in Abhinaya Mudra, the fear not gesture. Amidst chaos, amidst crisis, amidst destruction, there is hope. There is protection. And you bring the other hand in front of it, and you let it be really soft. Fingers all together, though. There's never too soft in Bharatanāṭyam. And it symbolizes, the path towards liberation. Let it go. Don't get attached. Let it slide off, the lotus effect. Now we bring our right foot in front of us. Find a firm stance because you are standing on avidya, ignorance. You have vanquished it. And you bend your knee slightly. And then now it happens. We lift the left leg. We let it become light. It's the promise for enlightenment. Maybe not instantly, but. And release. Bring your hands back in Anjali Mudra. And I say thank you for practicing with me together.